Big wins are built on small victories. In today's episode, we'll talk about the importance of celebrating little wins and keeping track of your past successes. These steps aren't just motivating, they're essential for turning your vision into reality. Welcome to Small Business Big Visibility, the podcast empowering you, adventurous small business owners, to attract your ideal customers and boost your revenue. I'm your host, Jason McKenzie. Each week, we'll explore easy-to-implement tools and strategies to take your business to new heights and build the lifestyle you want. If you're ready for more profits and less stress, let's get started. This vision serves as your guiding light, inspiring and directing your actions today. But dreaming big can sometimes feel a little overwhelming. It's easy to look at your ambitious goals and wonder, how will I ever get here? That's where today's episode comes in. We're going to break your vision down into manageable, motivating pieces by focusing on both past and future wins section of the Priority Power Plan. The truth is, achieving big goals is a journey made of small, consistent steps. And along the way, it's important to celebrate your progress and remind yourself of how far you've already come. By focusing on past wins, you can draw confidence from your accomplishments. By setting future wins, you'll create clear milestones that make your vision feel achievable. Let's explore how these building blocks can keep you motivated and moving forward, even when your dreams feel out of reach. Have you ever felt like your big goals are so far away you'll never reach them? I've been there. A few years ago, I set huge goals in my business. At the time, it felt exciting, but as I got into the day-to-day grind, that excitement started to fade. I'd look at my to-do list, overwhelmed by how much needed to get done, and think, am I even making progress? One day, I decided to pause and reflect on what I had already accomplished. I sat down with a piece of paper and started writing out all the little wins I'd had along the way. There were things I hadn't even thought about as wins at the time. But when I took time to reflect, I realized those were small, measurable steps in the right direction. I realized something powerful. I was making progress, even if it didn't feel like it in the moment. That exercise has become a habit for me, and it's one of the reasons I've stayed motivated over the years. Let's shift now for a moment and talk about you. Imagine you're working towards your vision. You've got that big, exciting goal in mind. Maybe it's a thriving business, financial freedom, or just more time with your family. But as you go through your daily life, it feels like the finish line is miles away. You're tracking one task after another, but the vision still feels out of reach. Does that sound kind of familiar? Here's the reality. Achieving big goals often takes years, and during all those years, there will be moments when it feels like you're spinning your wheels or stuck in place. The truth is, though, you are making progress. You just might not see it right now. That's why it's so important to focus on celebrating the little wins and keeping track of your past successes. Think of your journey like building a brick wall. Each small win is a brick, and over time, those bricks come together to create something incredible. Without those individual bricks, there's no wall. Let me give you an example. Say your goal is to grow your business revenue by 50%. That's a big goal, and it's easy to feel daunted by it. But what if you broke it down into smaller wins, landing one new client, launching a successful program, building a stronger relationship with an existing customer? Each of those wins brings you a little closer to the big goal, and those little wins are worth celebrating. But it's not just about those future wins. It's also about looking backwards. When you're feeling stuck, taking time to reflect on what you've already accomplished can be a game changer. Maybe you've overcome challenges you never thought you could. Maybe you've learned new skills you didn't have a year ago. By keeping a record of your past wins, you're creating a powerful reminder that you can achieve great things. Now, here's how you can start incorporating this into your life. Step one, you can create a win journal. You can set aside a notebook or a digital space where you record every win, big or small. Did you check off a challenging task? Did you land a new client? Did you finish a project? Write it down. Step 2 is setting future wins. Break those big goals into smaller milestones. For example, if your goal is to grow revenue by 50%, a future win could be hitting the 10% mark and then the 25% mark, and so on. Step 3, celebrate your progress. Choose specific ways to celebrate each one of those wins. Maybe it's going out with a friend, taking some time off, or even just taking a moment to reflect and feel satisfied. Celebrating wins isn't just about motivation, it's about momentum. Each time you acknowledge a win, you're reinforcing this positive mindset that will keep you moving forward. The past and future wins section of the Priorities Power Plan is a game changer for staying motivated and focused. By celebrating your progress and keeping track of your achievements, you're reminding yourself that success isn't a single leap, it's a series of small steps. Think about this. If you only focus on the end goal, it's easy to feel like you're not getting anywhere. But when you break that goal into small wins and celebrate each of those steps, you're creating a sense of progress and accomplishment. That progress keeps you energized and excited about what's next. Your past wins also serve as proof of what you're capable of. On tough days, when self-doubt starts creeping in, you can look back and say, if I did that, I can do this too. Your future wins give you something tangible to work towards, turning your big vision into actionable, achievable milestones. Remember, success isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. Celebrate your wins, stay motivated, and keep building towards your vision. Now, some people might be thinking, why bother celebrating small wins? Isn't that just distracting from the big goal? Here's what you need to remember. Small wins aren't a distraction, they're building blocks of success. Each one represents real progress, and celebrating them keeps you motivated to take those next steps. Maybe you feel like you don't have any wins worth celebrating. I promise you do. They don't have to be big wins to matter. Did you try something new? Did you take one step outside your comfort zone? Did you complete a task that's been hanging over your head? Those are all wins. And if you're worried that reflecting on your past might make you dwell on mistakes, consider this. Focusing on past wins is not about ignoring challenges. It's about celebrating how far you've come despite them. It's about building confidence and reminding yourself that you're capable of great things. No matter where you are on your journey, take time to recognize your wins, past and future. It'll keep you moving forward. Start small and let those small wins build into something extraordinary. Remember, every big win starts as a small victory. Celebrate your progress because it's the fuel that keeps your dreams alive. Now, I'd like to invite you to take 5 minutes today to reflect on your past wins and write them down. Then, set one future win you'll celebrate this month. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd also love it if you'd share it with a fellow entrepreneur and subscribe for more tips to grow your business. Now, in our next episode, we'll tackle the art of breaking down big goals into manageable, actionable steps. You'll learn how to make steady progress every single day. Until next time, celebrate your wins, keep moving forward, and watch your business thrive.